certainly to the point there from Mr. Naples.
We'll see, of course, how it works out. We did have a draw earlier on to see who would be choosing their home turf. And as far as I'm aware, it actually is the other way around. Yes, it will be. So the score will be the other way around. Uzbekistan is the home nation to begin with. France playing in the dark blue. This is a little confusing one because it's a blue on blue. It's not something I'd like to see. Teams not quite getting their home strips sorted out. Maybe the Italians felt that their blues doesn't really affect the French blue.
And great, the Italian goalkeeper is a similar sort of style of kit to the French team's kit as well. So it could be a bit of a pinball in and around in terms of commentary as well as actual action, as well as it looks like Italy are starting to strangle possession already.
Yeah, Naples, of course, the Italians looking for a through ball opportunity. Could try and hit one from there. We've seen them certainly going in from outside the box, but it does look like he's going to get a chance. Should be able to slot it in, and he does. And it's Italy with the opener. Just 9 minutes into the matchup, and that's the start they were dreaming of.
Well, well, well. We mentioned in the last game that France started slowly in both games, found themselves behind in both games, and it's happened again here. This time, though, they're up against a free-flowing, free-scoring Italian contingent, and Naples takes a 1-0 lead. Can he kick on from here, though?
Uzbekistan was 1-0 down against Croatia, and honestly wasn't even in the first half, but he can turn it on. Certainly know he's got it in his locker. As it is, Italy will clear the danger, the pressure on the right wing alleviated, and now with a chance to break away themselves, try to adventurous through ball in the middle there. It was never really going to work out for him. So France back on the ball, working it. Oof, a bit of a lunge from the Italian defender. Luckily didn't make contact.
Potential skill of the day there from Kimpembe of all people. A lovely little struggling to think of what to call it, to be honest. He just took the game by the scruff of the neck and invented a moment of magic himself on that far touchline as Italy once again jump into a period of possession. They're really taking the game to France here, as we thought they might. Attacking is the best form of defence. They've got another chance, and it's another stunning save, this time from the French number one. They're hanging on here.
We just saw a little change from Uzbekistan there, going a deep defensive line setup. So certainly feeling the pressure in the opening 20 minutes of this game. 1-0 down right now. Italy looking to compound that with a second goal. Got to go for the cutback. Gets a chance. There's a massive opening on the left. That's what he wanted. But it was well read by Sissoko as Uzbekistan sees it. And now the counter's on.
Yeah, huge interception from Sissoko. Just as it looked like 2-0 could be on the cards. Now Varane racing up over the halfway line. Chance to feed it into Kylian Mbappe, who scored so many goals in this tournament so far. And of course, helping France to top that goal-scoring chart at this moment in time. But once again, Italy getting so much joy on the flanks. And it's Naples who's causing the problems. And he's in again here. It's a big chance for 2-0. What a save.
How did that not find the net? He put the ball in the exact spot he wanted it. Bags of space, just needs to sit it in, but what a great save there. Areola called to arms for France. Now from the corner, Italy with Naples in charge, looking for an in-swinger, plays it along the ground, looking for the cutback, has the options. He wanted the support from the corner taker there. In the end, he's just bustled the defender too much. It'll be a free kick for France.
Yeah, you've got to remember, we've said that France are the favourites, and rightly so due to the players they have. But let's not take away from the fact that Italy beat Denmark 5-1 and they beat Serbia 6-5. And remember, Serbia are in the final and the winner of this will be facing them. So it could be another matchup between Italy and Serbia.
There's a long way to go before we reach that mark. As Uzbekistan gets a little lucky with that one. That's maybe what the champion needs. It doesn't look like it's going to be. Maybe a chance of a penalty there, but nothing given from the referee. Now, Italy with numbers forward. A great ball, but it's just a little too weighted. Just drifted offside. Needs to be released a fraction earlier. And France with a free kick.
Yeah, it looked like France had gone offensive then, and then suddenly the counter-attack happened and they got caught cold again. And this is very unlike Usmakabal to see him so flustered. As Lamar picks it up on that left-hand side, just trying to get a bit of possession here, just to calm things down. As Italy have really raced out of the blocks in the opening half an hour or so.
Waiting for Griezmann to get back on his feet there, I think, and didn't sort of pop up quick enough and was waiting a while. That's giving Italy a bit of impetus down that right wing, but it's coming back at them now as Thomas Lamar plays it through to Sissoko, looking for an opportunity in the middle. There's the space, that's what they needed. The chance comes, and he absolutely takes it with both hands. France back in control, all square, one apiece.
You can literally take what I'm saying about Usmakabal and replay what I said a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 games ago. He is so clinical. He doesn't even have to get out of second gear. It's scary. He's had one chance. That's his first real major attack. And it's back to square one, 1-1.
And it was just a simple mistake, in all fairness, in the middle of the park. And he got punished for it. Absolutely punished for it. And that's the danger that Naples is facing. Let's see from the kickoff if he can gain an advantage into playing out on the right wing and shuffle his players forward just across the middle of the park right now as he looks for an opening. Sees it's a mistake that bumbles off. Oh my word, and he's through. The goalkeeper has to come out, and he will. Donnarumma, the big man, out to match it because that was a clean chance for France.
Yeah, Jorginho needs to get a hold of the ball in the heart of that midfield because France is just starting to turn the screw here as we tick towards the end of the first half. I hate to say it, I know I've said carbon copy a lot today for the French contingent, but this is exactly what happened in that Croatia game for Usmakabal. Went behind fairly early and then got the goal to get back to 1-1, and then Olivier Giroud came off the bench to win it. And it's looking pretty similar so far, but of course Italy could be a different kettle of fish.
Well, just 1 minute added time for the half time. It looks like it will come. So all square as we move into the second half. Italy benefited from a relatively early goal inside 10 minutes. Maybe looking to try and do the same here at the start of the second half.
Down towards his right-hand side, and Naples looks to kick straight out of the blocks again in search of that goal to put himself back on. Back to G. Gets it back. Florenzi. Now it's in towards Immobile, but cleared downfield by the goalkeeper, and the counter's possibly on if Kylian Mbappe can win that flick on. He can, but it's gone behind Antoine Griezmann, and it's back with Italian pressure, but they're trading possession at the moment. We're not seeing a real pattern of play so far in this second half.
No, the Italians, though, working this right wing pretty hard, and it's not paying off for them. Now we'll see whether Griezmann just about keeps it in. No, it had gone. Linesman hot on that one. Italy with a throw-in. 58% possession for the Italians. Now we see Belotti coming on for Immobile. So just a quick change. Bit more physical player is Belotti. Slotted him up front for the quick winger.
I'm waiting to see that change for France as well, from Mbappe to Olivier Giroud, which is usually the one around this sort of time, but he may get another chance to turn provider before that happens. And it's fired away.
Possible foul given, but it looks like it will be a throw. So some changes coming in here. Let's see if they're the ones we expect. So it is going to be Giroud coming on. It's what we've seen throughout the tournament. And then Tolman coming on for Antoine Griezmann. And Lamar off for Dembele. Standard triple change for France. What we've been seeing throughout all the matches so far by both Usmakabal and Lotfi. So both have obviously agreed this is the best France that you can get around the 60-minute marker.
I would think so. But if it does go to a third deciding game, it will be Usmakabal who play that one as well. if our stats are correct, as Italy play the ball up towards a halfway line with Jorginho, who's had a lot of possession in this second half, but they've not really made any inroads in an attacking sense. A possible chance here for Florenzi. Great challenge though, and Sissoko brings the ball away down on the left-hand side. Support in the middle from Giroud. Clattering challenge coming in there. And Italy bring the ball away, but it's very, very scrappy, Lee.
Yeah, that was so close to just being a little back heel flick through, and the through ball would have been on for the Italians, but it's going back at the other end, and a athletic clearance coming out from the defence there. Jorginho not going to get near that one as the French continue forward. Sissoko looking for the man in the middle. Oliver Giroud, big physical presence, not able to just flick it through. And this game is livening up a little bit, Adam. 20 minutes remaining here. It is wide open now.
Yeah, I feel that France need to get down the flanks a bit more and utilise Olivier Giroud's prowess in the middle, and that's exactly what they almost did there. But just a hair's breadth away from making contact there, the Frenchman. And Italy live to fight another day. Interesting that Italy have chosen to go with a slightly different tactic to the games that have seen get through to this semi-final. It seems like everyone tries to adapt their game when they play against France to offensive style. But he's got the chance to counter here. It's in towards the penalty spot. Great save again. Will they rule that missed opportunity?
That looked like a chance he absolutely should have taken. Massive opening down that left wing. Works it into the middle. And a clear chance on goal. Tries to go for the near post. Possibly could have gone for the far post. Who knows? But the corner now for Italy as he changes the taker. Couple of change of personnel as well. Pellegrini coming on for Zaniolo. So Italy have had all three of their substitutions as the wing back comes on as well. Desciglio for Florenzi. Let's see where he's going to deploy him as France will get the ball cleared. That was a heavy tackle. Play on given. There is an option down the left wing, but Dembele's all alone at the moment. The support is slowly arriving, but the quick player, and he's bought a foul in the bottom left corner there. I mean, he went down holding his head. It is a little elbow in the back, and this is a dangerous, dangerous position for France.
It's all getting a little bit feisty down there. With just 10 minutes remaining, both teams know, due to how good they've been defensively, a goal here could win it. As the hook shot comes in, it's straight at the goalkeeper, and now the likes of Kurt Zouma have raced back up the field because it's a chance for Belotti to mount a counter-attack. Given away again, they just can't quite get out here, Italy, as the pressure mounts for France. It's into Olivier Giroud, and had that have been Kylian Mbappe, it might have been 2-1.
Oh, you just felt that was the moment. The 2-1 was going to get stolen away. 5 minutes remaining in regulation time. We will go to extra time and penalties if required to settle this first matchup. The midfield is wide open for Italy right now. The French players absolutely deserted. I don't know where they are at the moment, but they are down the wings clearly because that's where they've just won the ball back. Dembele through to Giroud. Bags of space on the left, tries to feed it through, but wasn't read by Tolman. And in the end, Italy will clear the lines with just a minute to go.
Is there going to be some last gasp drama here to win it in the 90? Or are we destined for extra time and possible penalties yet again here in the eEURO 2020 finals as the ball gets played through? Belotti plays the 1-2. Pellegrini just can't get on the end of the 1-2 pass. And it's gone to extra time here between us, Macabal of France and Naples of Italy. And what a game it's been.
The calmness there, Adam. The last touch, the defender just like, I'm just going to do a pass back to my goalkeeper in the last second just to clear it. And in the end, it looks like it was this was the offside chance. It didn't quite happen. So the kickoff not working for Uzbekistan. Didn't get an advantage from that one. Straight into extra time. 30 minutes, of course, 15 minutes each half, and then we are into penalties, possibly for the first time ever for France, who have yet to drop a game.
And it's down the left-hand side, and now Olivier Giroud tries to profit off the pass. But Italy have certainly given as good as they've got, as Chiellini now plays the ball down the left-hand side. Insigne can't get on it, though, and Pavard now finds Paul Pogba. Do they need a big performance from him? But he's giving it away in a dangerous position, and the chance to spring the attack from Belotti, who's becoming ever-present in this match as we tick over into the near 100-minute mark. It's a chance to whip it in from the edge of the box in towards Belotti, and it's headed away. But the pressure is not done just yet. It's in again towards the edge of the D. Now it's a chance to turn and shoot. We've seen lots of goals today from that sort of position, but it's been turned over, and now we're on an edge-to-edge, or end-to-end, should I say, moment in the match as Olivier Giroud has a chance to play it across. It's Dembele, biggest moment of injury time, or extra time, should I say, so far, and he's blown it.
He let it run past him. I can't believe he didn't have the pace. Dembele quick to that one, but nonetheless, France end-to-end match here. Everybody looking for that goal right now. I just wonder, with those early substitutions, they're going to start costing people. The heavy legs out there for both teams at the moment as Bonucci tries to chase Thauvin. Thauvin wrestles him off the ball, looking for that cross, cuts it back, chance to Fekir. Fekir's got absolutely nothing left in his locker. He is dead to the world, and that's why Belotti's wrestled it, but that's a dangerous free kick position. The Sciglio gives it away.
Well, it's fine margins that these huge Titanic games are decided, and it might be here. What a save. It went straight through the wall. The left foot shot came in, and it's another very, very solid save from the Italian number one. Where do we go from here, Lee? Because this is on a knife edge.
Absolutely. Second half gets underway with just 15 minutes now on the clock before we hit the penalty shootout. We've already seen several of them. Spain went out on a penalty shootout in the quarterfinals to Serbia, who now find themselves in that grand final, awaiting one of these teams. That's Makabil. He will absolutely want to come away with this, with a victory. The pressure on that man as the world champion is immense. Heard from Lotfi. He said, even though we're all having to play this game at home, we are still feeling the pressure of being the favourites.
Yeah, it can't be easy for almost every tournament you go into, for club and country, to be classed as the favourites. At some point, that is going to rest heavy on your shoulders, especially as we get deep into the competition. They know one mistake either way could be curtains for the competition, as Verratti there is caught late from Varane. And another chance here for the Italians to bring the ball forward. And Naples has certainly produced a very, very strong performance so far.
Absolutely, still all square. One apiece. 5 minutes remaining before the penalty shootout. Pellegrini down the right. Lays it back to Sciglio. Has to just buy time. He's trying to look for that final moment. That final chance, and not give Makabil a chance to score. Gets it into the middle of the box, wrestles it free. It's managed to find back to him. Oh, it's got back to goal. Oh, he just put his foot through it, and it's in. Italy have maybe just stolen away the first game as Pellegrini letters it into the net.
Just 3 minutes from time, and Pellegrini has possibly smashed Italy into a 1-0 lead here. The second goal to make it 2-1 in game. And the world champion of eFootball PES from last year, the reigning world champion, is behind, and he has little to no time to do it. In off the post, an incredible finish, and the drama just raises and raises and raises as the games go on.
He just couldn't get it clear. You can see it was back and forth, and then at the point, I think Naples just said, you know what, I'm just going to hit it and see what comes out of it. And what a hit it was. And Italy may well be handing France their first ever defeat in the UEFA Euro 2020. All of the matches they've played so far, unbeaten. Oh, and the ball, it goes loose. And the goalkeeper will hang on to that one and hoof it up the field. It is it. Italy will take game one, 2-1, as Makabil The world champion goes down to Naples.
Has to go down as a huge upset, no matter how good Italy have been and how good Naples has been today. To beat the world champion is no mean feat. That's one hell of a performance from the man from Italy.
Phenomenal. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from that game. And of course, it all started off so well for Italy as well. Just inside 10 minutes, taps it past him. Although it took him another 100 to get the second goal.
Yeah, Osmakabal's goal was bookended, really, by the 2 goals right at the start of the first half and right at the end of the second half. And it was a very, very tight game. We said time and time again in the second half, the longer the game goes on, the goal could be all crucial, and it was, as we're just seeing a highlight reel of Osmakabal's goal there. Lovely touch from Kylian Mbappe, and there was a chance, I remember, in the second half for Olivier Giroud, and I said at the time, as the final goal goes in right at the death in the second half of extra time, if had it been Mbappe, it might have been another goal for France. As it wasn't, and it went down the other end into extra time. Italy taking the plaudits.
100% shot accuracy, 5 shots. These stats brought to you by FedEx. 60% possession as well for Italy, and it tells the story of the game. It was a solid matchup for Italy there. And I just wonder now, with Lotfi coming in, he's going to be playing Nick Eldan as well. And for Italy, actually, you know, obviously they're a team that has 4 players representing them throughout this tournament, whereas France are just using the 2. It does look like that Italy want to use all of those players, because if we were to go to a game 3, and I got to be honest, I feel that it might be a possibility now after seeing
Huge
that first matchup go to Naples. Then Lotfi has got a lot on him, but if we do reach that final game, then NRK, who played earlier on today, will be making another appearance.
Yeah, it's something that certain teams have done. They've sort of mixed up responsibilities and others haven't. Of course, France only have 2 players to choose from, 2 of the best players in the world, don't get me wrong, and Lotfi is certainly right up there, but he's got a big ask ahead of him now after his teammate has suffered what is a shock defeat.
So, Italy back on the way. I'm going to say it again, but they're playing in the blue, and France are playing in the blue. It's a bit of a clash tactic. I thought the players might figure this one out. You know, there is a home and away for a reason, but it didn't seem to happen. And it is going to be Italy on the start. They've started off with a plum, and it's another opening goal for the Italians. Zaniolo.
I just can't believe what I'm seeing. I've never seen France and these 2 players look so fragile defensively. Usually they're so calm and composed and they don't give anything away early doors. And they've conceded early goal after early goal after early goal. And it's almost a carbon copy of what happened in the last game. Like a knife through butter, into the edge, lovely jink away from Varane. And the left foot shot caressed into that top corner. And Italy, yet again, a 1-0 to the good.
This little switch of the foot there. Shuffle it over to his left foot. Slots it home past the keeper. And Lotfi, well, he himself had to come back from a goal down against the Czech Republic players. See what he's got in his locker. We heard from him earlier on. He's certainly very confident young lad. Expecting to get an instant reply. And does. That is exactly what the doctor ordered, Lamar, for France.
Well. It's just a broken record. Rinse and repeat for what I'm going to say, because it's exactly the same thing. Lotfi did this in the game against Croatia, went behind early, just got himself back up off the ground, scored the equalising goal. The only difference is, of course, can he now go and do what Osmakabal couldn't do in the last game? And that's go on and get the second goal, as opposed to letting it go to extra time. And then, of course, in that, it's a bit of a lottery itself. Fatigue sets in, mistakes set in. He wants to get this done in normal time, in the 90 minutes.
Serbia are going to be watching this and loving it. They themselves had a really tough match against Romania. Came out on top in that one, sitting in the finals, waiting for their opposition. Will it be Italy? Will it be France? There's a long way to go, I feel, before we manage to decide that one. Whether it will be decided in this matchup with Italy taking a 2-0 victory, or whether France have one more say after their first ever defeat in the Euro 2020 tournament.
It's certainly highly possible that we've been giving Italy a bit of a disservice here, because we talked about how Eterito, for example, wasn't selected, but the 4 players, they may not necessarily have been in and amongst the big tournaments in the last couple of years in eFootball pairs, but let's not take anything away from the fact that the selection process was incredibly tough. So for them to get through in a very, very strong nation that is Italy, they must be great players. And he's in again here, and Italy are back in front in the blink of an eye. This game is ebbing and flowing like the oceans of the world.
It's Belotti for Italy. Looks like Nicodã's going to start with him. He's obviously, you've seen him coming on as a substitute throughout this one. But Belotti just edges the keeper and slots it past him. Fraction of an inch. Puts it underneath Areola. Yeah, just comes out to it. Can't get down quick enough. And Italy now 2-1 up in the second leg. France, though, what can they do from the kickoff?
Belotti once again proving why his selection is so crucial for Italy. Time and time again, they've managed to find him in good areas, and they've utilised him well as well. It's a fascinating encounter now, because Lotfi is very, very good when he's in front. But when he's chasing the game, it's a bit of a different story. It's not to say he's bad, but his game plan is to get an early goal and sit on it and play very, very cautiously.
Well, that's exactly what we're seeing from the Italian here. 20 minutes in, he's already keeping some possession football as they play it around the back 4. Now they set themselves an opportunity. There's a runner down the right wing. Looking at Belotti, wasn't able to get it past him, and now a throw-in given. 25 minutes gone in this one, Adam. Italy, I tell you what, I don't think we've seen too much of Nicodã, but he is looking a solid player.
But yeah, like I said, I think we've done them a disservice in this competition. They had a pretty hard qualification and they got through that well. It's Immobile, he's in again! Oh, the left foot shot, that could have wrapped up the tie to get a 2-goal cushion so early in the match. And he's blazed it wide of the target with the goal at his mercy.
Possibly just that little shrug, I think, from the defender that put him off there. Maybe looking for that quick to pull it to the right, pulls it wide in the end, and for all the world you felt that was going to be a goal, and a 2-goal cushion may well be what he needs against Lotfi, because he is certainly capable of making some big comebacks. That's a great through ball. He's got another option on the right hand side. It doesn't matter. Zaniola can go it alone, just muscles off the defender. Still got himself the control of the ball, but now it's gone for a throw, and well, Adam, what a game.
That is a huge challenge coming in. I couldn't see from here whether it was Varane or not, but the slide tackle came in. Italian pressure. It was like siege mentality, but now it's gone down the other end, and it's a chance here for Antoine Griezmann. He's hit the inside of the post, it's come back out, and the goalkeeper saved it with his feet. What a chance for France.
Gets his foot down low. Certainly wasn't going to be able to make it with his feet. That's one's with his hands, the second one with his foot. Just sticks a toe out and keeps it clear, showing why the young superstar's getting paid what he is. Now though, Lotfi for France with the corner. Gonna whip in an in-swing, and the header clatters the bar, and it's cleared by the Italian defence.
When your luck is not in, it really isn't. Oh, it's a penalty, surely. The referee waves away the shouts from the French contingent. He went down under a very heavy challenge. Nothing doing, stern-faced was the official. And now Italy go down the other end. This could be controversial if this goes in. 36 minutes gone. It's a chance for 3-1. It's in. What a moment in the match.
Wow. End to end. It's Immobile, and as you say, that could easily have been a penalty at the other end. How many times have we seen it? And the momentum, I'm going to use the word, I'm going to go there, Adam, the momentum gathered by Italy is phenomenal right now. There were so many options open. The defence was at sea, and Italy find themselves a clear shot into the near post. Immobile, no messing about.
I'm lost for words, to be honest, Lee, because it's moments in matches, and I think we might have just seen it there. The 37th minute, when the penalty wasn't given, he'd also just literally hit the post and the crossbar in 2 quick-fire attacks, and then they went down the other end, Italy, and scored a third. Now, this is a real tough ask for Lotfi. If anyone can do it, it's one of the 2 French guys, but this is huge now.
If anyone can do it, it's one of them.
It's one of them. It's somebody.
Oh, well, a 2-goal lead. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for Italy. And they are loving life right now, the Italians. Semi-booking their place in the finals. You know, we obviously, let's not forget the fact they've got NRK and Alfonso Greyfox as well, with 2 players that have also been taking part in this tournament. Oh, that one's gone wide. The chance for France goes begging.
Well, we've said that a few times. Very un-French-like to miss chances. I have to say that's possibly more of the half chance than we have seen from them. They've missed bigger than that in this game so far, most notably hitting the woodwork twice. But I just feel the wind has well and truly been taken out of Lotfi's sails after that quick-fire counter-attack and goal from Immobile.
It's a throw-in. Half-time beckons. Italy coming into the first half with a dream 3-1 lead. They are going to be loving this one. And, well, Lotfi with it all to do. We may well see some all-out attacking. We'll see how it goes. They're going to be kicking off, and Lotfi's going to be looking for that very early goal here from the kickoff.
Yeah, and he's got to do something. Well, that's a great interception straight away. Italy completely nullifying that early kickoff potential goal. And, yeah, Lotfi's got to do something that he very rarely has to do. Chase the game. He's not used to it. Certainly not at the highest level.
That ball just gone for a throw-in. France still keeping the pressure on early here. All out attacking, trying to do something with Griezmann. It's gone across. Defenders there. A much-needed clearance because Griezmann was ready to tap it in the net, but it's still not over. The pressure continuing as France continue to pour forward. They've got another player. Goes to Mbappe. What can he do with it? Head comes in. Oh, it's found. Fekir on the spot. And he just tapped one in. It's 3-2 France.
Captain fantastic. Just when they needed someone to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Because France were looking potentially dead and buried here in the semi-finals of the eEURO 2020 tournament. But up steps that man, Fekir. You have to say, plaudits go to Kylian Mbappe, I think it was, who won that flick on up against possibly a player larger than him. So to get that header down was very impressive. Game on, Lee. Game well and truly on.
Wow, what a match we have here. It's one we were hoping for. That's for sure. Italy still with the goal lead, but they are under pressure. And we just thought once they'd won it back from that kick-off at the start, but you could see the relentless aggression coming out from the French, just pouring forward, making sure they kept the pressure on. Now, a free kick chance. It's going to be taken short, I suspect, here for Nicholdan. Don't expect them to be launching it into the box. They will just keep hold of the ball. They can try and counter here, actually. The man in the middle, there was a big option for them further forward. Looking to try and draw some of the French players out of their own half. That's a great ball through. What a fantastic find, but unfortunately, the finish wasn't quite there. Hasn't gone yet. Now it should be. And the French players should be able to clear it down the left wing.
Yeah, intricate play there from Italy, but Kurt Zouma was there. And now France come down the other end. Fekir might just turn provider, but he's fired wide of the target. And as the longer the game goes on, the more and more France are going to have to press and chase this game. And it's going to really open up. I, for one, and thoroughly excited for the remaining 33 minutes plus stoppage time, and that is quick maths.
That was very quick. You're on the ball right now in the finals. Nicholdan trying to book a place for Italy in the grand final. Serbia will be the opposition. A big chance, an opening for France. They've got to score. They will not score. How in the world did that get pulled wide? For the world, it looked like it was there to be had.
Olivier Giroud shanked it wide of the target. The goalkeeper made the movement towards that near post. He elected to go far post. And unfortunately for Lotfi, he just put too much on it. And it's as simple as that. Even the best players in the world can overcook it. But France come again. Paul Pogba now finds Fekir. Back to Pogba. Support from Olivier Giroud in the centre. It gets crossed in, but that's a poor piece of play in the end, and it's straight through to the goalkeeper.
Couple of changes for both teams. Bernardeschi on for Belotti, I just saw that. As well as Daniel Rugani coming off. So defensive change as well for Italy. Obviously, some of the players starting to get a little tired on their feet out there. There's been a lot of running going on. Fekir playing it down. Romagnoli, the big Milan centre-back, bringing it forward to Florenzi down that right wing. There's acres of space for Bernardeschi. He's just come on. His fresh legs looking for the cutback. Can't quite get past the defender. And I think he actually bought a goal kick. He did. Really nice defending there.
Yeah, brilliant. Round of applause from me there for Kurt Zouma. Did really, really well to shepherd the ball out of play. And now Italy come again here. Of course, another goal for Italy to get that second goal cushion back with only 20 minutes to go. Might just be the nail in the coffin as it goes out towards the right-hand side.
Bags of Italian players in the box right now. He's managed to come out on top. That's a free kick. Not quite the dangerous spot they're looking for, because I don't think they're going to go for the cross. You never know. In terms of height, generally the French players are stronger. Let's see if he whips it on or whether he try and pull it close. It will be a drug back. Now is an opportunity, looking to try and get it to the byline. Any cutbacks options? No. He's getting muscled off this ball, and the French will force him away. But time is against them right now for France. 17 minutes on the clock, and when they lose the ball like that in the middle, that's a disaster.
Italy come again here. Florenzi. Support on the edge of the area. Oh, it's a crunching challenge coming in from Sissoko. And now they come away with it again. Fekir, the goal scorer. Varane. How far forwards is he? This could be one of the moments of the season so far. Fekir for 3-3. What a sensational chip from the captain again. He's dragged them from the dares of despair. The dares of despair. Don't even know what that is. I'm that excited. Because what an incredible counter-attack that was. And with the goalkeeper so close to him, he was able to lift it over him. Sensational turnaround.
Truly down in the depths, I believe, right there. And yeah, a second for Fekir. And a chip that I don't know whether the keeper really should have had that one. Didn't quite come off his line. It's down to obviously Nicholdan to try and run him a little closer. But now with 12 minutes to go, Italy on the counter, on the break from the goal kick. It's cut out. They tried to leather it into the middle. It wasn't to be. Two of them looking for the header. One of them will come out on top. Zaniolo back to Florenzi into the middle. Zaniolo waiting, but he's lost it. He was all too casual. And now France are on the break. Oh, Dembele dragged down. Free kick not given. It's going to be time given. Tolvan looking in the box. Where's the captain? That's what he wants. Here he comes. He's through. Oh, slides in, but Donnarumma this time will check the run and collect the ball.
Just 5 minutes away here. And honestly, you just can't call it. What an incredible spectacle we've seen. France 3-1 down. 2 goals for Fekir has made this game level. Can they now go and snatch an incredibly unlikely winner? It's in towards the danger area. Left foot shot, saved by the goalkeeper. That was the moment, Lee. Could have snatched it.
Oh my word. Well, you've got to hand it to Lotfi. he's certainly making the comeback here. A little chance. Oh, and it just came off the arm. It wasn't even the glove. It was the arm of the goalkeeper. That was the tackle earlier. We're going to see a card for Florenzi there. It's a clinical, cynical tackle. So, corner. It's not over yet. Just a couple of moments before we go to extra time. As France will look for the in-swinger. Fekir swings one in. Headed clear, but it's gone straight back to the French player. Muscled off it. Just going to win the ball back and try and take it back to the corner and recycle. They've still got a chance here. They will keep hold of the ball. The cameraman's getting excited. He's dragging away, but France are still on the attack as they pull it back. See if we can get it from the corner. The clock is against him with just 2 minutes to go, Adam.
Can we find an unlikely winner now? Time ticking away. This will surely be the last attack of the match as France recycle the ball, pump it forward towards the captain. Fekir can't get it. And what an incredible spectacle we have seen in this third game between France and Italy, potentially coming up because we're level here now. Extra time.
Well, the kickoff is for Italy. What sort of resilience has Nicholdan got? A 3-1 lead given away. Finds himself in this situation. Absolutely can score them goals. The question is, have the players got the legs to help him do what he wants? Bernardeschi on that left wing. He was a fresh face at one point, but he's already tiring. Zaniolo's got bags of energy along with Pellegrini. But it is still Italy in possession as they drive it forward. There's a space, an opportunity. It has to be just offside. Just a little too soon. And while the ball's nestled in the net, it will be disallowed.
Yeah, it was great defending just to step up at the last moment to play him offside. And Lotfi over the years has had his fair few challenges, but this really has got to be one of the greatest he's had. He's been taken right to the wire. And it'd be interesting to see whether he can actually come through at the other side as Dembele plays it forward towards Olivier Giroud. Because Nicholdan has been absolutely breathtaking today at points. This is really, really opening up now.
France really starting to get their teeth into this game. They're looking for an opening as they slide it through. Well read by Tolven, but it's one back. But it's going to be a goal kick for Italy. Just 5 minutes this half. 15 minutes in the second before we go to penalties. And nobody will want that. That's for sure. Chance for France. Goes on through. Italy should be able to get members back. Oh, that was a shrug in the back.
It really was. And are we going to see another moment where Italy go down the other end? It's not to be on this occasion. As it's back into towards Olivier Giroud. Turns it around the corner. Feeds it back to Ndombele now. Fekir's in there again. They're piling numbers forward in search of this fourth goal, which might see them through to the eEURO 2020 final. It's finished at the end of the first half of extra time. We're still at 3-3, and this game has been so great, I've even invented phrases. Dare of despair.
You're inventing a lot of things right now, but 15 minutes is all that stands between a potential Italian final or a French comeback and a third matchup here in the semi-finals. Who will it be? As the players figure out exactly what they can do to their teams to try and get a little bit more strength, power, physicality, energy. It's all what they need. And both of them have used, I think, all three substitutions, if I'm not mistaken, early on, certainly around the 60-70 minute mark for both of them. So both will be in this situation and can't bring anyone on. Look at Pogba, he's absolutely dead. Dembele, nothing left. The French team are dead on their feet out there. The Italians are certainly looking the more lively, but it's France on the attack as they cut it across. Oh, that save could have gone anywhere from Donnarumma. It was spilled, but there was no follow-on.
Yeah, France have done a lot of chasing in that last period, and that possibly may mean that Italy have got a little bit more in the tank as we head towards the final 10 minutes of the match here. Are we destined for another dramatic penalty shootout, or can one of these two teams snatch a winner as Fekir finds Olivier Giroud? Just 9 minutes remaining now. And Italy come away. Chiesa up over the halfway line. Lovely ball. Almost sneaks through, does sneak through. And now it's 3-on-3. It's a real chance here for Italy. He's through surely. Oh, the pass was poor.
Just needed a slightly better pass. It's still not done. Didn't go out for a throw-in. It's Romagnoli who'll play it back to Chiesa on the right wing. Italy keeping possession football. Keeping hold of the ball. It can't be worked against you if you keep hold of it. And now he's working an opportunity through the middle. Oh, it was just a weak touch. You saw the through ball that he wanted, but the defender gets in front of it. And now the counter on for France.
Dembele. Oh, it's a naughty challenge there coming in. Nicaldo knew exactly what he was doing. I'm not sure whether he would be happy for the lottery of the penalty shootout just due to that momentum switch after being 3-1 up. But with only 1 minute-ish remaining, this might be one of the last chances. And what a dramatic winner it might be. Kimpembe pulls it back towards the edge of the area. Dembele in towards the penalty spot. It's pinballing around. No one can quite get a claim on it. And finally, the referee brings the second half of extra time to an end. And Lee, we're back to where we started the day with a penalty shootout.
We've had a fair few of them today. This one finishing 3-3. They certainly tried.
Who's your money on?
Oh, I mean, Donnarumma in goal is a big unit. So I got a feel that maybe he'll take it. But we haven't seen Lotfi in this stage before. But Nicaldo is going to start things off. Oh, that's a beautifully taken pen.
Great penalty. But the goalkeeper was millimetres away. And now it's going to be the substitute, Olivier Giroud. He scored some priceless goals in this tournament so far. Can he do another one here? Oh, the audacity from Olivier Giroud and Lotfi.
Oh, that was cheeky. That was cheeky. A really light flick down the middle. Now for Nicaldo. Where's he going with this one? We're not seeing any hijinks that we saw between Spain and Serbia, trying to edge the mentality of the opponent. This one slotted home. Some clean penalties so far, Adam.
I mean, as far as penalties go, these have been right up there. And now it's a chance to level the scores for Lotfi, and it's another goal. Not quite as clinical. Bit of a scuff, but they all count.
Yet to see a goalkeeper get near one of these at the moment. Let's see whether Lotfi can work some magic in the sticks. He's slightly edged it to the left-hand side, trying to give his opportunity, and that's exactly what he was after. He went down low. He almost gave the sign to say, yeah, put the ball down here, and I'm going to go for it, and it absolutely worked.
Fekir, he's got 3 goals now in the game, 2 in normal time, and another audacious penalty chip straight down the middle. Gives France a lead.
Will he try one himself? No, snaps it through. And now, I mean, this is the mind games, right? Does he just stand there in the middle? Does he leave it? Does he dive? It's Pogba from the spot. Oh, he saved it. He absolutely needed it. And we're on the square once again on the 5th penalty, 5-5.
And this is to win it for Italy. They are 12 yards away, 1 spot kick from a place in the eEURO 2020 final. And he steps up, and they've done it.
Now it's all on France.
Surely.
They have to score. They have to score. Will it be a chip down the middle? Will it be a smash into the corner? The crowd are behind them.
I thought that was it.
Lotfi, where's he going to go? It's a straight down the middle, and Nicaldo was ready. He's tried it twice.
Games.
Yeah, things started off so well for Italy. Obviously, this was the very early opener inside 5 minutes. And it continued Italy's way. But it was a fantastic comeback for France, no doubt about it. and some great goals throughout the match.
Yeah, this was the opening goal for France to level the scores, and it felt like when Italy got their noses in front with the 2-goal cushion, that was the second goal to make it 2-1, and then 3-1 came as well. You thought it was over, and then of course we had a dramatic comeback. 2 goals from Fekir. This was the 3rd goal, of course, for Italy. Before that, another stunning finish. Did you have a pick of the day, a goal of the day in this one?
I got to be honest, I think it was when Mbappe won it just here. The strength of it. I mean, yes, it was a tap-in, but considering it's literally 2 French players with about 7 Italian defenders around him, it's not a goal he should have won.
Yeah, it was great desire. And then, of course, this was the moment where another incredible chip to make it 3-3, and it went to penalties. And that was the moment that I thought had sent Italy through, but it was, of course, the miss that came in with another chip down the middle.